some money, get 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 some money.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But of course the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Erk1560. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Doubs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To the air again, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run left with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for it so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Again, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's complete to Dobbs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. That's caught, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On play action, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Prescott finding Schultz. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Running right, Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. They'll get 34 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's Dak. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. It took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, that is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.